Hey guys, I had to do a little mini vlog real quick because I just got hit with probably one of the biggest makeup inspiration ideas. So, if you're familiar with the game or the series Kingdom Hearts, I'm kind of thinking about doing a makeup series based off of the 14 members of Organization 13. And I got to thinking about it, and they're actually pretty unique in their own characteristics that I was going to list off real quick. So, the leader of the organization, Xemnas, he embodies nothingness while having his eternal sabers, which look like lightsabers, basically. So, I thought with his look, it'd basically be a black, exaggerated, like cat eye look, while having a glowing red neon bar that kind of outlines that. Then you have Zigbar, who is the sniper, whose primary colors a color scheme is like dark purples with black. And I thought if I did like a very detail oriented like graphic eye shape, and then around the outer edges where the wing would be, I would do like a sniper's radical, a sniper scope, so basically. And then you have Zaldin, who is the wind user. Now, since wind doesn't really have much of a color to it, I kind of associate that with like grays almost. So if I did grays and then using like my white concealer with a brush and then using a fan brush to kind of smudge out those lines to kind of give it more of like a wind effect. And then you have Vexen, who is the icy scientist, and then of course using like rich blues and white to create like the icy appearance, or even making like snowflakes. Then you have Lexian, who is the silent but deadly earth user. So I'm thinking like browns, kind of creating like stalagmites or stalactites of sorts. There's ideas in it. Then you have Zexian, who is the illusionist. I kind of associate him with like very muted purples and blues, and then creating like a smoky effect to kind of give the eyes a more illusionary effect. And then you have, I believe, Axel, who associates with fire. I imagine like with reds, flames, and then trying to use grays to create like the chakrams a little bit. Then you have, I believe, who's next? Marluxia, who is the flower assassin who uses his graceful dahlia scythe. I would think like pinks, florals, flower petals. Then you have Luxord, who is the gambler of fate who associates with time. I was thinking like doing cards and such to create like a deck of cards, but then I'm also thinking what can I do to do time? So like little clocks on the cards possibly. Then you have Larxene, the lightning nymph, who I would imagine using like blacks and yellows to create lightning bolts of sorts. Then you have Demix, who is the melodious nocturne that uses water and music. I was kind of thinking like blue waves and then using black liner to create like the music note scores along. And then there's, I didn't keep track. Shit. Then I guess the last two would be associated with each other, but at the same time different, is Roxas and Xion, which both represent light, but with Roxas, it's more about representing light with the heart, while Xion is more about memory because she was literally a walking memory bank for Sora. And the idea I would imagine is like black and white, with Roxas having more about the heart motifs. With Xion, would be pretty similar, possibly an inverted look of the same, but a lot fuzzier because of the memory. Um, it's a rough idea, but I was sitting here kind of thinking just like what would be another fun makeup series to do, and then it kind of dawned on me that I was going to do something based off of Kingdom Hearts, but then I'm like, why not Organization 13, since they are pretty distinct from each other while at the same time having their own unique similarities. And the one thing I was kind of thinking of was doing the numbers on the forehead like I did for my Sailor Scouts of each of the members as they're ranked. And then when it got to Xion, it would be still 14, but slashed out since she technically wasn't a real member. She was a way of trying to keep Sora's memories away from everything, but unfortunately that didn't work. If I remember correctly, I haven't played 368 days in a very long time. But I kind of wanted to share that thought because I was just like, what can I do for another fun makeup series before we start getting into Halloween? Because I only got a few of the Sailor Scouts left to do for the second season. And then we're kind of left with August and September to ourselves. So just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, kind of get an idea out there to see what would be fun about it. And who knows? We'll kind of see where it goes from there. But thanks for listening to my rant, guys, and hopefully we will see you soon. Tomorrow I will try doing my fun 4th of July inspired look. Until then, take care.